From the Fox 26 studios, this is Houston's Morning Show.
It has been a big year in politics, both locally and nationally. And to look at some of the biggest topics, we are joined by Republican strategist Jacquie Baly and Democratic strategist Dallas Jones. Good morning to you both, and thanks for
Good morning.
Okay, let's get ready for this discussion now. You know, the impeachment of President Trump may be one of the biggest stories of the year, and it's not over yet. How do you see this playing out in the year ahead now?
Well, we're waiting to see what Nancy Pelosi does, right? I may not agree with her politically, but the one thing I have agreed with her is she sensed that impeachment would be a doom for her party and it would not bring our country together, and that's exactly what's happened. You've seen that every person that they brought up, no one had evidence of quid pro quo, and pretty much everyone in the House voted along party lines. So the fact that she's now holding on to the impeachment inquiries makes a lot of people their heads turn, because there was such a rush to impeach the president from day one. Democrats have wanted to do so, and now she says, I want to do so on my terms. It's a win-win situation for the president. Independents are now joining Republicans. And their support for the president and support against impeachment. And this is heading into 2020 and will help him not only unify the Republican Party, but will help him win his re-election.
Now, let's keep it short, Jackie. There's a lot that's happened this year. So bottom line is this. The House has voted to impeach Donald J. Trump as president of the United States. Whether we can go through all those words, the reality is this has happened. History will mark forever that this president has been impeached. We are all clear, we have been from the beginning, that the Senate will find a way to either acquit or not bring trials up, not bring impeachment up against them. And so what Speaker Pelosi is trying to do is ensure that the American people get a fair trial that will allow for a dialogue to determine whether or not the president should or should not be removed from office. Bottom line, a fair process that is worthy of our Constitution.
Bro.
See? Short.
That wasn't short.
We're going to bring the issue back home now. In Houston, the battle for firefighter pay raises was a big issue all the way through the mayoral election. Is this fight expected to continue, or is it finally over?
Jackie?
Well, of course it's going to continue. I mean, they're in the courts right now. They're battling it out. A lot of people don't understand the firefighters didn't just decide to get political. They were fighting for their quality of life. Let's look at Fire Station number 7. It's ranked #1 in the state for calls, 11th in the country, but yet City of Houston pay scale is 138th in the country. There's low morale, especially with the re-election of this mayor. And you're seeing cities like Dallas that are openly saying, come to our city if they don't know how to treat you. So unfortunately for the firefighters, the re-election of the mayor not only just seals their fate, but you're going to see their continuing fight for any type of balance within the department.
Houstonians are tired of this issue. They want them to figure it out. It has not been figured out for quite some time, not just with this mayor. The hope is that they figure it out. So otherwise, everyone is going to lose. That includes the firefighters, that includes the citizens of Texas.
Okay, right now, you know, we're headed into a presidential election year and getting closer to the first votes in the Democratic primary. How do you think the candidates are going to be stacking up about a month away from the Iowa caucuses now?
Oh, I get to take this one first?
Yeah,
I was hoping so. As a Democrat, I was hoping so. It's interesting. The race is taking a new shape and a new form. We've seen new people jump into the race. You know, Deval Patrick is on the ballot here in Texas. You've got Michael Bloomberg, who was just here yesterday, right? None of these people have participated in any debates over the last year or so that these candidates have been running. We have candidates fizzling out that have been top-tier candidates, and that leaves us with people like Pete Buttigieg and Elizabeth Warren and Biden and Sanders, and I think that's how the top 4 shape up. The question is now whether or not people like Tom Steyer and Bloomberg, the billionaire caucus, will their money have an impact in actually swaying the voters as we move into Iowa?
I will keep this one short. We've been going through a lot of exercises. Biden was at the top of the list when we started. Biden's at the top of the list now. Biden will be their nominee. And again, that will seal the fate and help President Trump win re-election because Biden is just a walking disaster.
One thing remains true, though. All of them are still polling to beat President Trump.
Not Biden. No, that's not true.
Well, it is a conversation that will continue on into 2020.
Our last debate of the decade.
Thank you. Well, thank you both for being here.
Thank
and we
you.
look forward to more of the conversation next year.
Thank you.
Thank you.